Yes. Well, it's been 2 weeks, and you think I remember everything what's happened 2 weeks ago? I'm getting older, you know? And it's not really. The bands were not really my favorite things in the world. And I haven't seen all the bands really from beginning to the end, or quite an extensive amount. But I will try to say something. Pirate Metal Party festival in the Netherlands. I think it was the second time this year. Supposed to be an outdoor festival, but there was something with the permit, and for it got replaced to an indoor festival, and you don't need a permit in this building. I think so. It was easier to relocate it, which was actually quite good, because otherwise we would have been. We had a sea party because it was raining all day. Fits the theme, I know, but so yeah, indoor. We started early in the afternoon with Morning Wood, Dutch band. Yeah. Absolutely not my thing. Think of Kabouter Plop on stage with a metal tune. Yeah. They literally played Kabouter Plop. It's a weird goblin-like kids song. Really, that's Morning Wood. They are quite entertaining if you like that kind of things. They already had a row pit going with the second song, I think. So, I don't know. The audience seemed to like it, but it's really not my cup of tea. Maybe I'm too old, or just not drunk enough at any time for these kind of things. But, you know, it gets the party started, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Mm, not really. Well, a little bit. Because the audience really, you know, it's kind of fun to see the audience. A lot of them are dressed up in pirate metal outfits, or they make a little something out of it when coming there. So that's really fun to see. Yeah. So second up, there was Vanaheim. Yeah, it's Dutch band. They seem to gaining traction. They're kind of fun. They were good, but still not my thing. I photographed 3 songs of them and I went out of there. So that's basically all I can say about them. They are a little bit more metal, I think. Yeah. I think so, yeah. Well, they have a violin on stage that brings the folk to it, I think. The folk sound. They come up with one of those lights. I always have to think about Powerwolf when you see those lights, but yeah. I think they were entertaining. They were a bit more metal. Then we had Tur from the Faroe Islands. We saw them earlier this year on Pagan Fest. I think I said there something about the vocalist, Harry, sounding a little bit off, in my perception. But I think I haven't seen them for quite long, and he has more grit in his tone or vocals. I think it's what he's been doing the last couple of albums, but I'm not used to it, so it sounded a little bit weird. And I think back then they were having flu or something. So this time they were actually very nice. They played really tight sets. They had the first crowd surfers going. A little less piratey. A little more music, yeah. I think I read somewhere that some people thought they were the most statue band on the stage because they were standing still and more focusing on the music. So yeah, I don't think that's the case. They changed places, but I think they have the least amount of people in the bands, because I think Vanaheim and Morning would have like 8 people on the stage, so that will be a large crowd going on. Yeah, but I enjoyed them. And then we had Equilibrium from Germany. I saw them last year. I saw them last year at Derby Rock Festival. They had a new singer back then. They still have him. This time they had a different drummer. I think he was doing something different. Couldn't make it, so they had someone else. Equilibrium is even more metal. I think it was the harshest one or brutal one of the day. I quite like it, their style. It was fun to watch them. I hope to catch them later on this year again. They play with a couple of bands with Ultima Ratio Fest. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, quite nice. I think they had more crowd surfers going. Audience seemed to enjoy it as well. Yeah. And then Vision of Atlantis, definitely not my kind of band. I think they play one of those, or only one of those drinking songs, la 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 la, with the beer pools, and I don't know, it's not my... Yeah, they were the only pirates, the real pirates, I think, of this day. So yeah, the audience seemed to very much like it, sing along all the songs. I took off after 3 songs. Not my thing. Yeah. It was fun to photograph them though, but yeah. Then we had Unleash the Archers. I think they're from America. They were a bit more trash. The trashiest one of the bunch. I don't see any link to pirates or folk or any of those things. But maybe the name, Unleash the Archers. There must be something there, but yeah. I think they had a good set. The vocalist was in the beginning a little bit off key. She didn't reach all the notes in the beginning, but later on that she made up for that, I think. She ended very strong. Those things can happen. It's still technical stuff, if you don't hear yourself, it's sometimes hard, I don't know. But she ended really strong. The crowd seemed to very much like it. Also singing along a lot of the songs. Still some crowd surfers going, pits going, yeah. And then, Wind Rose, digging a hole. They brought the party element back to the festival. I think a lot of people were still complaining that Ailstorm wasn't playing there. Well, those played last year. It's not Ailstorm Party, it's Pirate Metal Party, so get a life, I would say. Wind Rose actually was a great headliner. I think they are really a party metal band. They play quite well. If you Also, if you don't like the music, their music is decent. And they get the audience going, They have those songs that everybody sings along, everybody dig the hole, everybody seemed to have a good time. There were like, everything went up in the air from pig howls to inflatable balloons to dinos. I don't know what kids even. Everything went up in the air. There was a lot of smoke, not pyros, but smoke jets. So yeah, it was definitely a party, and I think it was a good ending to this day. I would say I enjoyed most Tour and Equilibrium. Yeah? Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah. They're the most brutal ones, the most metal ones. But it was fun. It was my birthday. I had a good time. I had cake in the photo pit. Yeah, fun times. And a lot of friends there, so that was nice. Mm. So that was Pirate Metal Party. In short, not 2 hours. I know, I was joking. Makes sense, yes. Absolutely. The long. Okay, yeah. Boring train travels. I hate doing laundry. Yes. Yes. I don't know. Hmm. I'm not sure. It started a little bit. Well, it started at 1 o'clock, so it started. The first two bands was not that crowded, but then I think when Tour started to play, it was quite full. But it was only in one of the. For people who know Klokgebouw, they have like two main halls connected to each other, and there's only one hall open, but it's still kind of big. Um, So I think near the end, when I think, well, I think around Tour and Equilibrium, it started to fill up quite well, and then with Unleash the Archers and Windrose, it was quite full. I had a hard time to going from the front of the stage to the back to get through all the people. So it was really full. So yeah, I don't know if it was sold out or anything, but it was full. It was nice. It was full, but not too big. It was a nice, cozy one. And I like those things about festivals. But you didn't have the feeling that it didn't sold out, if there were not enough people or everybody stayed away. No, it felt full. So that was nice. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And I think, with these festivals like Pirate Metal, it's a theme. People come, they will enjoy the style of the music. They come dressed up. They drink lots of beers. The mood is setting. It would have been even better if it was outdoor, I think, with a little bit of sunshine. But this worked as well. So yeah. Yes. Well, first a little holiday. Sometimes that's needed. But then we have the Dynamo Metalfest 10th-year anniversary edition. Of course, the Dynamo in this new form, not the old Dynamo. So yeah, 3 days. We can quickly go through it, to maybe people can tell us what I have to watch. No clashes. Yes. Well, I don't like all the bands, so there is enough time for me to get some food. But let's start on the Friday. It's only on the main stage on the Friday. It starts later on the day, which is kind of, I don't know. The only thing I like Dynamo Metalfest, I like the location, but the stage is really high and the photo booth is really small. Yeah. Well, the stage is going to be higher, I heard, so I don't know. Photos will be, I think, from the bottom up. And I'm usually standing on my toes, so... I get that, yes. So on the Friday, we start with Nil Bomb. Then we have Paradise Lost. I'm looking forward to them because I like to know if they can, we are quite critical about this band, but last time at Into the Grave, they surprised us. They were absolutely amazing. So I hope, I'm looking forward to them. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So, yes, they all seem to have so much fun, that gig, so. I'm looking at the tower like, is it gonna fall? Yeah. Yes. Then we have Fear Factory. Yeah. I think the same year as Paradise Lost and Into the Grave. Yeah, they were there. I think they were headlining the second day and then Paradise Lost was headlining the third day. I think. Was it? Maybe. No, that's why I'm not, they could have swapped places for me. Then we have Mastodon. I can't remember if I ever photographed them. So. No, I don't think so. But I'm not sure if I even saw them, so it will be fun to see something new, Well, Opeth. Yeah, looking forward to that one. Absolutely. Yeah. No, I like Opeth. But I like the challenge to make, But the problem is they were all playing at the main stage, so it will be all, I think, waist up. They won't walk to the front, I think. But we will see. I like Opeth. I like to catch the bass player and the guitarist with all the hair. So, yeah. And, sing along with the songs and... Yeah, looking forward to this. Paradise Lost, Opeth will be great starting day of the festival. Then we have the Saturday. That starts very early. But not as early, I think, as your previous festival, experience at what was it? Uh, um, yeah, yeah. Well, this starts at 12, so we have inherited Dutch band. Photographed them this year. They're kind of nice. Yes, so they won their spot here. Um, so I will definitely be photographing them. Then we have Hanabi. Oh, the Japanese or whatever. Yeah, yeah, dressed up girlies. Um, no, they're not the baby metal girls. Mm, well, then I don't sign it. Uh, then we have Phantom Elite, Charlotte Wessels. Well, we know our listeners like Charlotte, so I will be probably needing to photograph a little bit. I saw it. But she will be playing main stage, so, I'm gonna do my best. But then we have Celestial Sanctuary. I have no clue what it is. Static X. Yeah. I have a weird memory about that band. Um, with a Yeah, I think their former singer got he died, so I don't know. They have a new vocalist, and I don't know. Then we have Wraith and Obituary. Well, what's Dynamo Metalfest without Obituary almost? So they are back. But they are fun. They will always entertain the audience, so that will be nice. Yeah, I always enjoy them. Conjurer, Ministry, Throne, Creator. Yeah. mm, yeah. Ooh. I don't know. Let me check. The European leg of the tour. They're playing this next weekend in Tolminator, and then they play, well, almost every day up until Dynamo Metalfest. So they seem to be touring. They play Wacken, Brutal Assault, Alcatraz. So yeah, Reload, Dynamo. Yeah, pretty much touring, I would say. Well, I don't know. Yeah, we will see. But Throne, I'm looking forward to that one. Um, Fast, but they play on a small stage, so there is not much place to left, right. Well, then we have Creator. Looking forward to that one. Yeah, always fun. And then Sirenia. Well, yeah, okay. They did play on a small stage, so that would be nice to photograph at least. And then With Them Temptation. I think I've never seen With Them Temptation. Yeah. Maybe. You know, there was a little maybe. Maybe. I'm pretty sure they played Be Below in the past, but I think I skipped that day because it's not my thing. With? Ooh. Oh. Well, that would be fun, actually. I think, yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Well, the thing is with Them Temptation, I saw some, how do you call those things? Streams from the festivals. I always have to say, it's not, you know, people listening to the podcast need to know by now we're not really into the female vocalist kind of music. But, you know, Epica, she is quite, Simone, she is quite great at what she does. Sharon is a different style. She, you know, you notice with her, she's getting a little bit older and hard to get some of the high notes, but there's also so much that she's still hitting. Like, I admire that with Them Temptation. Um, mm, yeah, I think so. Yeah. They don't shy away from, you know, getting different kind of yeah. Mm, yeah. 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 Too. Mm, yeah. So I think I never saw them or remember seeing them, so that will be fun. I think I am looking forward to it, even though it's not my really music. So yeah, and then we have the third day, because otherwise it takes too long. I think we start a little bit earlier that day, because we have lots of bands. We start with Pothamos, or how you pronounce them. I'm looking forward to see them. Never done. Hell Ripper. Pothamos is Belgium, I think. Hell Ripper. Well, we've known Hell Ripper. Always fun, but nothing new to the table, I think. Terrifier. Yeah, I have no clue. Then Fleshcott Apocalypse. Looking forward to that one. Yeah, me too. Quite theatrical. Something different. Then Mavisa. Me neither. Ne Obliviscaris. I like. Coffin Feeder. No. Yeah, I get it. I kind of like them. I'm very much looking forward to Cataclysm. Because it's been so long, I think. So yeah. And I love their latest single, so yeah. Looking forward to that one. Dimitri Paradox. Also, no clue. Kerry King. Of course, we know Kerry King. Um, yeah. But anyway, nice to see, I think. Rivers of Nihil, also nice to see. I Prevail, I never photographed those or saw them, I think. So nice. And then we have Cup Lai Khan. Yeah. Me neither. So there's a lot of bands that I don't know. So I will be I'm not gonna read into them. I'm just gonna go there and see it and experience it. Yes. And then a Kojira. Well, yes. And Pyros, they're gonna make the stage even higher. So I think they will be like chest up photos. Yeah, so they will be chest up. Maybe I can walk on the stage on this at the sides and take a few snaps from the side, but I don't think they will let anyone on the stage. So no. That's gonna be Dynamo Metalfest, 10th anniversary edition. I don't know if it's the strongest lineup ever for this 10 years, but well, we said already Obituary has to be there on on the anniversary edition. I think, of course, with Venom Temptation and Gojira, Creator, I Prevail, Opeth, Mastodon, Paradise Lost. There are quite big names for this kind of small festival compared to other European festivals. So I am looking forward. I'm gonna have a good time there, I think. I hope the weather will be nice, because that's always a little bit more better. It's still next month, so if you don't have tickets, buy them, go there. It's the 15th, 16th, and 17th of August in Eindhoven, the Netherlands. I think hotels will be booked. But, there's a campsite, so... Yeah, I used to have a hotel in a nearby town. It's like 15-minute drive, which is perfect as well. But this time I have a hotel near the highway, so yeah, looking forward. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, not completely, but yeah. Yes. Yeah. Amazing stages. Yeah, there's no. I still read. Well, a long time ago, I used to do a little bit of lights, and I'm still on a Facebook group with all those light techs. And of course, it's been discussed there. Um, and I think I saw it's still not, officially said if it was during Pirate Check or it was something else. Of course, they said, oh, they rented cheap ass products and they should have, but it's I don't know. It's easy to say, and I don't think a festival this big. I don't think a festival in this matter has hired the cheapest Chinese stuff. Yeah, yeah. But still, look what happened at the festival. Yeah. Yes, without the audience. Did you? Yeah. Chaos. Yeah, a run. Yeah, you get trapped. Yeah. Ass? Yeah, definitely. And then they, you know, build up. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We joke about our eyebrows being set to fire, but this is like worst what can happen. And I'm also, oh, thank whatever who is the thing that it happened the day before. I mean, I don't know what chaos would have, yeah, what kind of chaos would have been there if it was, right now when that will be, there will be deaths for sure. I mean, you will get trapped. Uh, it's an immense festival. Uh, but then I also have to say, because they build up a new stage so fucking fast. Uh, they've been working all night. Of course, not in the same sense of what it was, but still, there has to be an amazing stage build, a lot of work, a lot of rigors, a lot of, and I think a lot of these companies work together to get something up. Um, well, that would have been a tremendous loss, I think, if the festival had would have had to cancel. I think that maybe would have been the end of Tomorrowland, you know. Uh, Yeah, but still, um, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Will be. Well, I think their plan was, it was the main stage, so they would have made a smaller stage at the field of the main stage, but then on the other side or on the whatever. But no, yeah. I can understand they would have made a decision themselves. We want to have this up and running again, and we're gonna make it work. But don't it's okay if you try to figure out how to do that. How you be in context. It's your goal, but maybe not say it before you are absolutely sure that the safety of your audience is gonna be. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course. I think they would have worked hard from the start to get that done, but yeah. No, I don't think so. I believe so. It's easy. It's faster to put everything and get new stuff. It will take more time to figure out what. Yeah. Well, they've been. It's Belgium is one of the. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It. Well, I'm not 100% sure, but one of the manager on the technical stuff from nowadays Metallica used to. I think he's a Belgium or Dutch guy. He did Mojo, I think, lots of big things. There's like a big storage in Belgium. So, I think he got involved and arranged stuff. Um, so, yeah, willing to, yeah, yes, definitely. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I've listened to it. I did. Yeah. No, of course, they're on tour. Yeah. Yeah. I have no clue. Mm, yeah. What do I think? Um, Definitely something you would listen to. My main thing about this band is nothing really sticks out. It's just it's just nice. It's a nice. It sounds nice. It has some catchy songs. It has some different kind of styles throughout the songs, which varies, like you said, a little bit more from pop, a little bit more gothic, a little bit more, um, you know, different ways. Uh, I felt at certain times he was the vocalist was liking himself a little bit too much and trying too hard, which you will hear in his singing. Um, but overall, I enjoyed it, but I wouldn't play it another day. Sorry. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but maybe that's also, it's maybe also a little bit to do with social media, TikTok. The vocalist is, putting himself out there in videos and everything. So I think that's kind of the catchy part of the band. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. Mm. Mm-hmm. No. No. The thing I also, there's a big variety in their songs, and I don't know their discography and what they've done before, and I wouldn't be able to tell from this album what is their Style. It. Hmm. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. 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 I don't know. Is there still news? Do we still have to say something about Ozzy? Yeah. Well. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Miko. Yes. Uh huh. Uh. No. Yeah. The wife, I think. You mean the one that's playing near you in September? Was playing. Oh. Okay. Sorry. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I don't really read those gossip sites, so I stay away from all that. Yeah. Replacement band. Yeah, I get that, you know. Yeah. Yeah, me neither, so. Yeah. Ah. Win-win. Leather pants. No. Mm. Mm. Ah. Sabine is going to be there. Yeah. You will be there for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-mm. All our favorite bands. Mm. Ah. Yeah. Nice. Hmm. Zwarte cross. Yeah. Wow. Yes. And you can guess two others, I guess, as well. That's not a surprise. Of course, I've been listening to Autumn Witchers, Graveyard, Amorphis, Cataclysm, Before the Dawn, Solstafir. I had not the best of 2 weeks. So I actually listened to Solstafir. I listened to Poison Black as well. Yeah, and some. I think. Well, they ended up on my metal playlists, and I was yeah. So I listened to a couple of their songs. Well, I didn't have the best of weeks, so I listened to a little bit of depressed songs, music. Yes, I needed that. And actually, when I drove to the Pirate Metal Festival, I listened to him. They also came up on my metal list. I don't know why my metal list brings me weird kind of things. But I've never been a fan of him. But in the past, one of my friends joked that I was looking like Vila. I had the same haircut, basically. Got my haircut, he got his haircut. So that was even a more bigger joke. But I love to sing along with the songs. So I had my speakers quite loud. And I was driving through the gig, like, sing along. Had a good time in my car. I don't know what people thought when they passed me, but I was like, giving it my all. Love it to sing in my car when nobody hears it. So I don't do karaoke. Don't worry. I'm not gonna destroy people's ears. Yeah. Yeah. Oh well. Oh, and then the new Sawulo, I've listened to that one as well. Yeah. Yeah. For new things. The new Amorphis, Bones. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you have got very interesting things to tell. Meh. Yeah. Well, there are more people in the Temploris crew, so I think so, yes. What are you doing? Cleaning, laundry, driving. Yeah, I don't think so. I hope not. No. Thank God we don't have photos up. So, like and subscribe. Yeah, tell me which band you would like me to check out a little bit more than 3 songs. And Dynamo Metal Festival. If you see me there, say hi. I might say hi back. Yeah. I think that was it. Okay, see you later. Leaves us to one thing, and that is... Bye. 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 Oh, yeah.